Hello everyone, this is the Putrims K12 Google TV video projector. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to set it up. We'll be hanging it from the wall. So you're gonna see how I'm gonna put the hooks on the bottom and how it will hang from the wall. And then we're gonna review it. And also I'll be testing its 4K capabilities. Even though this video projector is Full HD, it says in the documentation that it can decode 4K. So we're gonna test this. And at the end, also, I'm gonna give you what are the best settings that you can put in this video projector so to get the most out of it. So let me show you first what comes in its box. Let's open the box. While unboxing it, I wanted to let you know that Putrims reached out to me and sent me this video projector to test it. But the opinions you're gonna see in this video are only mine. No one reviewed it before it was published, and I wasn't compensated to make it. And this is everything you get in the box. You have the video projector, a remote control, some cleaning tools, an HDMI cable, a power cable, and some documentation. Let me show you now the physical specifications, the connections, and the controls, and how to clean this video projector. So first, in the front of the projector, you have an infrared receiver for the remote control, and you have on the bottom of the projector this lever here in case you want to put it tilted on a desktop. And on the back of the projector, you have these ports. So you have an HDMI port, you have a 3.5mm audio output jack, and you have a USB also port in case you want to play videos from a USB drive. And this is how I'm going to test the 4K capabilities of this video projector. And also on the back, it has an infrared receiver, and this is the power cord. You're going to insert it here. And on top of the projector, you have the master on-off button in case you don't want to use the remote control. Also, this projector has a Bluetooth 5.2 connection if you want to connect it to external speakers. And it has also Wi-Fi 6 because it has Google TV, so it needs to connect to the internet so that you can access the content of your applications in Google TV. Now, to clean this video projector, you have the filter that is here. So you need to remove it. And to remove it, you need to use a plastic prying tool. Do not use a metal tool, otherwise you're gonna scratch the projector and you're gonna break it. So you just pull it out like this, and then you clean the filter that is here, and then you just insert it back. And this way the projector stays cool and it stays clean. So now we are going to set up the projector. Just before hanging it on the wall or on the ceiling, you need to put it on a desktop so that you can set it up, because otherwise the picture will be reversed. So this is a projector starting for the first time, and it will autofocus automatically. Just give it a second to autofocus. And here it will ask you to choose your language. It is English by default. I'm going to keep it on English, and then I'm going to select confirm, and it will give you this screen. So on the left, you see under HDMI, you have GTV. Go to it, and then on your remote control, press the home button and the left arrow button so that to pair the remote control with Bluetooth to the projector. And now the remote control is gonna connect to the projector, and you get this green check mark. So here, select your language. I'm gonna select English United States for me. And you need to select your country. I'm in Canada, so I'm gonna select Canada. Of course, select your own country. And here it's asking you to set up Google TV with the Google Home app. I don't have the Google Home app, so I'm gonna go to the bottom and I'm gonna select Setup on TV instead. So now I need to connect to a Wi-Fi network. Select your Wi-Fi network, put its password, and connect to it. And this is what I'm gonna do here. And it's gonna connect to your Wi-Fi network. And here it is connected. And now it will ask you to sign in with your Google account. So I'm gonna sign in with my Google account and come back after I sign in. And here, feel free to read the agreement, and then you have to select accept so that you can continue. And accept once again, or change the selection like you want. And here I'm gonna set up the Google Assistant. So I'm gonna simply select continue, and I'm gonna give it access to search across all my applications. So I'm gonna select allow here. So this way, when you use voice search, it will search within all the applications. So here you can select your subscriptions. I'm not gonna select anything for now. So I'm gonna simply select confirm. And here it will take some time. So I'm gonna fast forward the video to when it's finished. So now the initial setup of the projector finished. You need to flip the image so that when you hang it on the ceiling, the image won't be upside down. So press on the menu button in the remote control and go to projection, and under projection, we're gonna put it front ceiling. And you're gonna notice that the picture is gonna flip now, but of course, when you hang it on the ceiling, the picture will be good. So now let's hang it on the ceiling. I want to show you now how to install the cradle of like an arm if you have an arm that you want to hang the projector on the wall or on the ceiling. So if you want to see all the details, I have a video that I dedicated for this. I'm going to leave a link in the description. You can see on the bottom of the projector these rubber feet, so you need to remove them. So I pried this one already, so it removes like this, and when you remove it, you see they have an M5 screw hole here. So you need to remove all of them. They are a little bit tough, so don't disregard them when you remove them, because if you want to put the projector after on a desktop, you need to re-put them. So now you put the hook like this here, and then you put the screws with washers. So usually this hook comes with screws, otherwise get M5 screws. So keep it loose now, and you can tighten it afterwards. While I'm tightening the screws, I want you to notice that I put the hooks like on parallel with the lens here, because now I'm gonna hook it and you're gonna see that it will hook like this here. So this is not to install it like in a different way. And at the end, tighten the screws just a little bit. Never over tighten the screws. That's enough. Let's go now and install it on the wall mount arm that I have. So this is where I'm going to install the projector. So the projector hooks like this here, and then I'm gonna connect all these cables and we'll be testing it. So I've been testing the projector for the last week, and I'm gonna give you the best settings that I found for its picture quality. So press on the menu button on the remote control, you'll get this menu, and go to video, and under video choose user and put these settings. These are the settings that I liked. If you like other settings, please let me know in the comment section below what are the settings that you put. So for brightness, I found it that 48 would be the best. Sharpness, I reduced it a little bit from 50, because by default everything is 50. And contrast, I increased it a little bit. And saturation, I found out that the colors are not well saturated, so I put it at 55. And this is the best settings that I found. So now I'm gonna go to YouTube and I'm gonna play a video for you. So now this is a video on YouTube, and you see that the image is really clear, it is crisp, and it is really detailed. And here I am in a semi-lit room, and the image is really good. So I like it this way. So this projector really has a good image. Now, one thing I don't like too much is that if you look on the extremities on the top, it is a little bit like degraded, but this is because the projector is not installed straight into the picture, and I adjusted the keystone like very much so for it to be arranged. And this is why you see like just a little bit of degrading on the line, but this is not a big deal in my opinion. Let me show you now the sound settings that you have. So these are the sound settings, and here you put the sound to your liking. So I kept it on standard, or you can also put it on user, and it is very good that it is like an equalizer. So you have the low frequencies here and you have the high frequencies here, and this is something that I like very much. Let me show you now how to connect your Bluetooth speakers. So put your speakers into pairing mode, and then go to Bluetooth here, and then go to the right and choose scanning for devices. And here you should find your devices. So here I put my Edifier R1700 BTS speakers into pairing mode, and I chose them, and I simply select them, and they will pair with the projector. So now the sound will go out from my Bluetooth speakers. By the way, the sound of the speaker of this projector is really very good, and you can use it without an external speaker if you need to. Now while the video is playing, I'm gonna put the microphone like at about 2 feet from the projector's fan, so for you to hear the sound of the fan. So the noise that the fan makes is not excessive, but it is audible. I would have liked it to be less noisy. Now you see I turned on the light. So the light is not very strong, but it washed out the screen. So it is better to watch this video projector with the lights turned off or dimmed to the maximum. Now I want to show you how to access the USB key. So on the remote control here, you have this input button, press it, and then select home on the screen. And here I put a USB that has a 4K video. So this is to test the 4K capability of this video projector, and we're gonna play the 4K video to see if it will work. So I chose video, and then this is my USB, and this is a 4K video, so I'm gonna play it. And it's playing very good, and this is a very good thing that this video projector, even though it's not 4K, it can display 4K videos. Now let me tell you what I like and what I don't like in this Putrims K12 video projector. I like the fact that it is a smart projector, so it has Google TV, and you can just install it and install your applications and you're ready to go. I also like the fact that it can display 4K videos by decoding them to Full HD, and also I like that it has a very good internal speaker, and its picture quality is good after you tune it. Now what I don't like about it, first it is its fan noise. It is a little bit loud to my taste, and the second thing are the directional arrows of the remote control. They are a little bit flimsy. Now if you want to check out this video projector, I'm gonna leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description below. If you make a purchase using my link, I would gain a small percentage, but this is at no cost to you, and this will support my channel. If you liked my video, please share it, subscribe to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. See you in the next video.